In this video, we will show you how to replace your front wheel speed ABS sensor on this Ford F-150. This will be located behind your front wheel. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Safely raise and support your vehicle. We're going to remove the driver's side front wheel. To do this, you're going to find that you have 6 21mm lug nuts. We can remove those and the wheel from the vehicle. A quick inspection of all hardware as we continue on. Replace as necessary. Now that we have the wheel out of the way, we have a close view of the brakes here. We're going to have to dislodge the caliper with bracket, and we'll set it aside, putting no pressure on our flex hose. As we take it apart, we'll just take a quick peek at the brake pads themselves, confirming they're still in good reusable condition. Looking along the back side of the caliper on the bracket itself, you're going to find that you have two 21mm mounting bolts. We'll remove the pair and carefully remove the caliper. Once again, we do not want to put any pressure on our flex hose. That can cause damage. Now I'm going to fully remove my upper mounting bolt, a quick inspection, and I'll start it back in a couple threads. Let's get this bolt out of here. Make sure you're holding onto the caliper so it does not fall. Slide this off of here. You can use a pry bar if necessary. Just be extremely careful not to cause any damage to any of your brakes. Now that we have the caliper off of there, we can see those brake pads. A quick inspection, make sure it doesn't look like they're damaged, worn at an angle, or unusable for any reason. These look fine. We'll set this aside. You can use a small hook for this, just as a safety precaution. Just want to make sure it does not fall. We'll use some penetrant in this area. It's time to start removing the brake rotor. It's common for it to be stuck in place. I'm going to use one of my original lug nuts. We'll just start it onto one of the lug studs. It doesn't need to go all the way till it's bottomed out, but essentially this will help prevent the rotor from falling off once it does break free. To continue on separating the rotor from the wheel bearing hub located behind it, you can use a hammer and lightly tap on these areas along here, never on the braking surface. I'm going to try using a rubber mallet for this first. If we can't use that, we can also try using some bolts inside of each of these ports. By driving those in, it'll press up against the wheel bearing hub and pull the rotor out and away. Now to show you what I'm talking about using the bolts in the port here, I'm just going to start this one in. Now we'll continue tightening this down, and you'll find that this does pull the rotor away. A quick inspection of the brake rotor will set this aside. With the brake rotor out of the way, let's have a look just along the back side of the wheel hub here. You're going to find where your ABS wire and sensor go down into the wheel bearing. We'll make sure we clean up the mounting area, and we can start removing that mounting bolt. I'm going to use some compressed air. We'll use some penetrant in this area. We'll be using a 7/16 Allen head to remove our mounting bolt holding the ABS wire in place. A quick inspection of the mounting hardware, of course, will clean this up, set it aside, replace as necessary. Now to get this sensor out of here, I'm going to use some long nose pliers, and we're going to attempt to rock it back and forth, essentially breaking it free from the wheel bearing. Once you can see movement from here, we're going to twist and gently start lifting up and away at the same time, pulling it out of the wheel bearing. Now that we have that separated from the wheel bearing, let's go ahead and take hold of this. We're going to bring it rearward underneath our backing plate and out through the backside. Let's follow the wiring harness along the back side of the knuckle and eventually all the way up on top of our inside fender liner. We're following the ABS wire. We've got our 8mm headed bolt holding this plastic bracket in place. Let's loosen this, remove it. In this area, you should be able to slide the ABS wire away from your brake flex hose. A quick inspection of this clip, that's part of the flex hose. That looks good. Now let's follow it up to this bracket right along here. For this, if you were to look through along the forward side, you're going to see some portions of a push tab, has a whole bunch of little teeth on it. We're going to carefully pry this out of place. I'm just using a trim tool. You can use pretty much anything as a prying device. Just gently pull that away and start sliding it out. Quick inspection of our flex hose mounting bracket here, that looks good. Continue following that ABS wire up now. Now in this area, just above our upper control arm mounting hardware, you're going to find another plastic clip. Let's go ahead and pull that out of place. So I'm going to try to pull that away. Just going to switch to some pliers here. We're not too worried about the clip. We are replacing that with the ABS wire. A quick inspection of the mounting bracket up there, that's part of the frame. That looks good. Now, as you can see, we're going to follow this ABS wire up on top of the fender liner. As I move this around, you can see where the corresponding connector is going to be located, right up in this area. Now, from inside the engine compartment, we're going to make our way along the back side of the air filter housing. As you make your way straight down towards your inner fender liner, that's where you're going to find your electrical connector for your ABS wire. Now first, I'm going to dislodge the entire thing from the fender liner by gently prying it up and out of position. You can use your trim tool or small prying device for this. Now that we have that dislodged, let's go ahead and focus on the electrical connector. You're going to find you have a red locking tab right here. We need to dislodge that. We're going to carefully pry that out and away from the connector. I'm just using a small pocket screwdriver. Now, if you have a hard time prying it out from that position, you can make your way along this area and then gently push it out and away. Continuing on, we need to press right on this area right here. While pressing that in, we should be able to separate these two areas. Now, once again, just like with the red tab, if this does not press in or you have a hard time, just go ahead and make your way in through the other side there. You'll find that there's a locking ear. Just gently pry that away, being careful not to cause any damage, and disconnect the connector. Once you have that disconnected, a quick inspection for corrosion on both ends. These look fine. Now we can remove the ABS sensor and wire from our driver's side front wheel well. There it is, friend. Once you have the sensor out of the port, the next thing you need to do is clean and inspect the mounting area. When we're cleaning this, we want to be careful not to force anything inside of the port where the ABS sensor goes into. That leads into the wheel bearing. We'll carefully go ahead and use a clean rag for this and wipe it out and away from the port. Just a quick inspection in this area to confirm there's no miscellaneous debris. This looks good. Okay, let's prepare our front ABS wheel speed sensor for installation. We're going to start with the sensor itself. You should find that you have an O-ring gasket. We want to lubricate this. I'm going to use a tiny bit of silicone paste just along that O-ring, and I'll spread it around with a gloved finger here. We don't need to get it on the whole sensing unit there. We just want this to easily slide into that wheel bearing. Let's start sliding the ABS sensor into the wheel bearing now. As we start bringing it down, we want to try to make sure that we can get our ABS wire back and behind our backing plate here. Just pressing it in, behind, twist it. Now, once you have it behind the backing plate and your mounting bolt port is aligned, continue on with your mounting bolt. We're going to start that in by hand. Now let's bottom this out. Now that I have that bottomed out, I'm going to torque this to 80 inch-pounds. We have the sensor mounted. Now it's time to run that ABS wire. We're going to go in between the brake flex hose and the steering knuckle. Now we're going to continue on with our mounting bracket that goes into the knuckle here. It's just a small plastic bracket. We want to line that up. We'll start in our 8mm headed mounting bolt, snug it up. Let's continue on. This just presses directly into the clip on that flex hose. Make your way up to the flex hose mounting bracket here. This is going to line up. We'll press it right in there. Now as we continue on with our ABS wire, that's going to go right into this area. Come up behind that brake line. We'll get this aligned. Just gotta find the port. There we are. Now the rest of the ABS wire is going to go in and up above the fender liner. We'll make our way back into the engine compartment to reattach that once we get everything back together down here. Before you reinstall the rotor, we need to pay attention to the mating surfaces. First, we'll pay attention to the mating surface on the wheel bearing hub. We'll make sure we clean this down as well as possible so there's no raised areas. Continuing on after that, we'll have to pay attention along the back side of the rotor for that mating surface, cleaning it up. You can use a wire brush, a sanding disc, whatever you need to here. Now I have my ventilation on, of course, so it might be a little bit hard to hear me, but we have the back side of the rotor. We're going to go ahead and clean this up as well. Both areas are clean. I'm going to continue on with some copper anti-seize on the mating surface of the wheel bearing hub. Let's reinstall our brake rotor. We're going to hold it in place with one of our lug nuts. Now let's reinstall our caliper. We're going to slide this right over the brake rotor, line it up, start in our mounting bolts. All right, they're started in. Let's snug them up. The torque for each of these is 184 foot-pounds. One last quick inspection in this area and we can reinstall our wheel. Start on all 6 of your 21mm lug nuts. We'll bottom this out. Get the wheel back on the ground and torque each of these to 150 foot-pounds. We've got the wheel back on the ground. We'll be torquing these to 150 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. Torqued. Now that we finished torquing the wheel, we're back up inside the engine compartment on the driver's side. We're going to reconnect our ABS wire. We'll go ahead and take the 2 ends, connect them together, listen for a click, lock it down. this lined up. Could hear an audible click, a light tug. We'll lock it in with our red locking tab here. That just presses all the way in. One more tug. Now we'll secure this to the inside fender liner. Let's go ahead and press that right into position. Okay friend, we finished the installation of our front ABS wheel speed sensor. At this point, you want to make sure you pump up your brake pedal till it's nice and firm, and take your vehicle for a road test. Make sure you have no lights on the dash. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.